episode of the Bourbon Jamaican. Co-hosts Brady and Chris. Go check his stuff out. Dropping Nukes. Capital D, capital N. Brady, you want to elaborate for us?
Yeah, so the big craze in 2023 has been AMBURANA finished bourbon. So over here with the green label, we got RD1. RD1 is sourced and it's out of Lexington. They have a normal bourbon, they have a French oak, they have a maple finish, and then they have an AMBURANA finish, $60. And then over here we got the Boone County AMBURANA. So Sheldon and I are on the newsletter, and as you can tell, Sheldon's a big fan of Boone County, as you can see behind me.
Boone County,
so they
boy up. I need that 1833 to 12 and the 10. It's missing.
So they sent out an email Friday night saying they were dropping the AMBURANA Saturday morning. So Sheldon and I were there shortly after they opened, got the new AMBURANA. So we want to try it side by side with the RD1 that everybody's been raving about. I haven't tried the Boone County yet, but the RD1 I have had several pours out of, as you can probably see, and I like it a lot. So if you guys are ready, we'll try the RD1 first.
All right.
So I cheated and I had my first pour today with this RD1 because I'm not familiar with either one of these or the Brazilian finish at all. One of the most unique experiences as far as like their tasting room goes. You literally, they flew in somebody from across the seas, and he came in and engineered and designed, like, you literally get the experience of sitting in a charred barrel and it smells like it. Sheldon and I popped into Boone County one day randomly and got a unique one-on-one tour of all their upgrades. So definitely go check them out for sure.
And they're in Northern Kentucky, Mount Zion exit, about 10 miles off Interstate I-75. Yeah, that is like definitely a cinnamon French toast, breakfasty kind of taste.
I guess myself.
Dan from the Bourbon Junkie said that this RD1 AMBURANA tasted to him like apple, cinnamon, Quaker oatmeal. So I had to buy the bottle, and ever since I've opened the bottle, that's all I've ever tasted is apple, cinnamon, oatmeal.
Yeah, it's pretty delicious. All right.
Definitely a lot of like spice. I'm not like in the bourbon world. I don't like spice that much. I don't like the cinnamon. I've never been a huge fan of cinnamon. Oddly enough, I have blacked out on Fireball several times in my life, though.
What does the RD normally MSRP for?
$60, and it's at 110 proof. You can definitely taste the proof on it, but it's not overwhelming. It's not too hot, but it doesn't drink really light. I mean, it's gonna punch you in the mouth with some flavor, that's for sure. But if you like apples, you like cinnamon, this is gonna be your jam.
Boone County, when we grabbed that was a MSRP at about $67 before taxes. Yep. So
yeah, I'm excited to try the Boone County.
All right, let's jump in it.
Smells a lot darker. Like it's got a molasses.
Wow.
Did they finish this in Boone County?
Yes.
Like right outside of their distillery?
It does say distilled, aged, bottled by Boone County on the label.
Okay.
That's a unique taste to the comparison. It's two different.
Yeah. Neither of these tell you, though, how long they were finished in the AMBURANA barrels, though.
But you do get that little hint of it, but with something else. Boone County has their kind of signature taste, but this is something different from what I'm used to from Boone County.
I'm getting like a
Chris was talking about it a little bit before we started recording, that he got a cigar box smell coming, just like radiating from the glass. Then I definitely get it on the palate. I get that tropical note. I get some sort of bright fruit that I can't.
I can't put the nose on it.
I can't tell what that fruit is, but it's like you get that fruit, and then it's immediately followed by that like cigar tobacco taste, and then you get the AMBURANA cinnamon, a little bit of maple syrup finish taste to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't drink a lot of Boone County stuff, so I'm definitely excited to taste it. the cigar is definitely like the top thing that I get personally. That's how once again, I cheated. I put my nose in a bottle as soon as we opened it up, and that was the first note that I got on the nose. And
the Boone County is 108.8 proof. It's only a 1.2 proof lower, but you don't get the ethanol on this one, in my opinion. It doesn't smell as hot, and it doesn't taste as hot. It's smoother. It's darker.
Yeah. Definitely a lot smoother. The first one that comes up as it goes down is definitely a cigar note. Like I can taste it as I smell it. Definitely doesn't burn as much as RD1.
You don't get that apple taste, but it's replaced by a tobacco taste.
You get more of a barrel taste with the Boone County.
It's a lot easier to drink. It's a lot smoother. It's a lot darker. It's a lot richer. But you gotta like the tobacco taste. And the RD1 I think is very good too, especially for $60, and it's readily available. This Boone County, I don't know how available it's gonna be. Like I said, Sheldon and I had to go to the distillery to get it, and it was limit 2. I don't know what the distribution is gonna be like. So if you can't find the Boone County, I would say for $60, the RD1 is a buy. If you like apples, you like cinnamon, it's definitely a buy.
And just to get that good flavor from the wood. Similar taste, but unique in its own way. I would say either one is really good, and you won't be disappointed with either one you get. But for me, the Boone County for me is just the rarity.
The first time trying either one of them, and like unbiased opinion, like Boone County is superior in my personal opinion. I definitely get like. Bourbon takes me certain places when I taste certain notes and stuff like that, and like the very like first taste I get of Boone County, it takes me to a poker room. Yeah. Like that's where my mindset goes. I'm in a poker room. I'm chilling with some fellas just throwing cards. You know what I mean, having a good time. and like that's where my mindset. And I can drink to that and have a good vibe with that all night long. I feel like I could definitely like bring that bottle to some kind of poker tournament and we have a good time with it. I'm definitely excited. My wife would definitely love the RD1. She's an Applejack person. Like she likes to burn, but not too heavily. And that was it. Meg. Yeah, shout out Meg. She would love that for sure.
And what's nice about these two is, the RD1's 60 plus tax, and the Boone County is about a little over 70 after tax. They're about within $10 of each other, and they're relatively affordable if you want to try something different. Whereas like Penelope Rio starts at $100. The secondary's gotten pretty high because it's getting harder to find, and it's just a one-time release for this year. It'll come out next year, I've heard. And like a 4-gate did a AMBURANA. If you want to try like something like a 4-gate AMBURANA release, that's going to be pushing about $200. So I mean, all things considered, these are pretty affordable and they're pretty damn good, but they're both very different too if you want to try 2 different types of AMBURANA. And what I like too is that they're not super strong. Yeah. Like I know we've had the Boone County Maple and it says on it that it's only a 4-month finish. I would say this is probably only finished for 4 months too, because the cinnamon complements the bourbon. It's not overwhelming at all.
Yeah, it's like a good pairing with a great cigar. Like if you have a nice, good cigar, this will be perfect. I know fall's right around the corner, so we'll probably be making a stop over Dropping Nukes one of these Mondays and just hang out by the fire, maybe a Monday night football or Thursday night football. You never know. We'll have to surprise you. We'll have something nice to bust out, and definitely a crowd pleaser. So we got a few that we still have yet to embark on. So with all due, thank you so much for tuning in. Further ado, I want to thank Brady for coming through as usual, hitting us with the knowledge on these bourbons. Chris, that's my road dog, you already know. It's a pleasure hanging out with you guys and being able to sip and do something outside of work. But we'll be back.
How about them Cowboys? We'll see y'all.